Starburst. We got some Skittles. We
Just
got
a little
some
something.
Jolly Ranchers,
Just a little
cupcakes,
something.
hot flamings, cupcakes. That's it already.
You did. Them Halloween themed cupcakes too.
Halloween.
Peep the little pumpkins. Peep the little pumpkins.
Halloween thing, like with pumpkins. Yeah, I don't know. You guys see it, but like, I don't know. We try. All I'm saying is, if some kids come knocking on our door,
we have something.
we got them for them. They're not gonna knock on our door, but we got something for them. So yeah.
But nonetheless, today's episode, our first episode, is going to be talking about tips for Black people.
First, before we get into that, I just want to say, thank you, everybody. Thank everybody for liking, subscribing, sharing, all that.
All that.
All that. We got like over 150 views.
And we appreciate that.
Over 30 subscribers. Over 20 likes. For our first video, we the off of Hunger Games, what she do? Hey.
Keep liking, keep subscribing.
We appreciate that.
We do.
And we're gonna do some giveaways too. We're gonna get in the future. We're gonna do some giveaways. So keep showing the love, and we're gonna.
The love will be reciprocated.
Right back at you.
Right back at ya.
That's who you heard. Guess what she is?
I'm not so nice. Oh, it's so funny that I dress up as a devil. It's just something that I had already used this before. So I was like, I could dress up a little bit. But I'm actually an angel. I guess the devil was an angel once too. But we ain't gonna get into all of that. Boom. First things first. First things first. We were talking, we have discussions all the time. And we just said, I hate when our people do this. I hate when our people do that. Or, we commend ourselves. Like, I love my people. I love when they do this. I love when they do that. And long story short, we just came up with a list of tips for our people.
Not a lot. We got 5 each.
Not much.
But we just came off the top of our heads, just like, we need to say some stuff.
You know what?
I'm still working on that.
Anyways, so yeah, I'll start off with mine. My first tip for my people is that being different is okay. What?
Because she was on. You know what?
No, for real. Because
she gave me this look. I'm gonna post a picture when she was a kid.
No, he not. Because I'm not even gonna let you get the chance.
I already got it, Jimmy.
No, he doesn't. Anyways, disregard what he's talking about because that's not gonna happen. Being different is okay. Is the point that I'm trying to make.
You're gonna get the chance. You better chill. Who the hell? We're gonna let you get the chance.
You got one more time to cut me off.
Don't stop.
Thank you. Being different is okay. I've noticed that sometimes, when you have Black people that are in the nerd category that like to read, it's like, look at him over there trying to read. That's okay. It's okay to be different,
That's his thing.
Look at him over there skateboarding. I'm skateboard.
Yeah, I'm over there playing Blades.
Look at him.
Look at him. Playing little Blades. That's his thing.
That's what he likes to do. Look at him being a gentleman. He held the door open. What's wrong with him?
It's ridiculous.
You get laughed at for doing...
being normal.
Being yourself, for doing things...
that you do at home.
Yeah. Why is that so normal? And then it's not even just like that. It's like that. I see a difference between us northern folks and people from the south. Look how she cooking that chicken. Look how she doing that.
It's just, I don't know.
It's like little things. You can learn a thing or two. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my first tip. It's okay to be different. Okay, it's all right.
Just be more open-minded.
And you can learn a thing or two. But I'm gonna let him jump into his.
Okay, so I said for my number one, black people needs to adapt more. What I mean by that, when somebody like brings an idea, don't knock it down. Just because it sounds like a bad idea, you probably just don't understand it clear enough, or like he just didn't explain it better, or you just don't understand it. It just don't look good right now. Maybe I need funds or etc. Or just if it don't look as if good right now, don't never just knock it down, because you know. Excuse me. One idea, you just never know what an idea could do for anybody, or it don't have to be for an idea. It's just adapting could just be for like if you're in a different environment, you move to a different city, or you go to college and you're around a whole different environment, and you just like, I'm gonna just stay myself, be true. You know what I mean? Nah, go ahead and flex a little bit. You know what I mean? We gotta learn how to adapt. We gotta learn how to adapt. Black people, we just stay in our one zone, one-minded. We're gonna do it our own, just one way. No matter how hard it's gonna be, we're gonna freaking just scrape our knees and just do it one way, one-minded way. No, you gotta learn how to adapt. Have a different type of mindset on things.
And then, piggybacking off of what he said, psychology major here. Brainstorming is good. They say no idea is a bad idea. Just write everything down or talk everything through, and then you can figure out all the logistics and whatnot later on. Don't just shoot something down like, nah, that sounds stupid. It could actually turn out to be a great idea if you plan it correctly.
And stick with the plan.
I guess it's back to me. And this go hand in hand. My next one was just going to be to try new things. I've noticed when I went, I fell victim to this. When I went to school, they was eating hummus. I'd never heard of hummus before in my life. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I'm not eating it. Yeah. And I had people, I like sushi. I like it. And people will be like, sushi? I'm not trying that. I don't eat raw fish. Baby, I don't eat raw fish either. Sushi can have cooked fish in it? Yeah, it can. But you wouldn't know that because you don't like to try new things and you don't like to ask. Start asking. Start trying some stuff, Compromise. Meet halfway. Yeah. Pretty
much. I don't really not say much on that one, but she's speaking straight facts. I'm gonna hop in one of mine. We should not be so judgmental. We are very judgmental. We'll judge somebody in a heartbeat. Off rip, just
in a heartbeat.
Like a 2K slasher, just slash and just destroy and judge. That goes for like parents. That goes for
everybody.
Pretty much everybody. You don't always gotta judge. You always gotta try to put your feet in their shoes, they say. So you always gotta look in, why they're the way they are, or why did they do the things they do, or what is the reason they do the things, or the reason they did that, or I don't know. You know what I mean? But just whatever it is to give you the ability to judge, you shouldn't do it first. You should always scope the area out. You should I was watching Apocalypto, and there's these little one Islanders dudes. He's about to take over his village. He said, "No, that's what you should do. You should just scope it out from it. Don't judge so first. Don't do that first.
Don't judge a book by its cover."
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess back to me. Talking proper is not white. Okay. First of all, I'm not saying anything against white people or anything, but I am saying who was it to say that they talk proper? Not every white person talks proper. So how can you say, oh, you talk proper, you talk white?
You talk like a white person.
Huh? That's like putting white people on this pedestal, white people on a pedestal and us down here as if we're not allowed to talk just as proper. White people don't own the proper language. You know what I'm saying? So like,
nobody says you talk so proper. You might get them very rare, but it's always you talk like a white person.
yeah, it's okay to talk proper.
It's alright.
It's all right. Actually,
That ain't a problem.
it's better that way. And even if you don't talk that way on the normal, just having bigger words in your vocabulary. Cause listen, the real world, they're gonna use those bigger words. So why not know
All
the
I'm
definition?
saying, I don't mean to cut you off. You finished?
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm X was a very proper language speaking guy.
And he wasn't nobody to mess
He
with.
was nobody to mess with. That's all I got to say about that.
That's in conclusion. Encourage your kids to learn bigger words and to talk proper. Don't
Nice.
make fun of them and you talking white. What? I never knew a language had a race attached to it. Go ahead to your next one.
The next one, we need to invest more into ourselves and stop investing into other businesses. Or like it's just like what I mean by investing more to yourself, like get a savings account, like get a bank account and then put a little $5 if you can in there and don't touch it. That's like an investing in a way. Or like cutting down on something that you really don't need and you put it more into something that you really need more in the future. That's investing into yourself. Or instead of just investing into a business or stocks, just doing some type of way to make sure you can have money into the future. You gotta start thinking like that, because how the way this world is just reversing now, you should just figure out how to have some type of money somehow, some way. It's just a smart thing to do. It's like, or like for example, like we usually when I get cars, like when the winter comes, I go ahead and get like brand new tires on it. I get the nice oil. I always keep an oil change on it, but I just keep the stuff you need, nice brakes, because the winter is about to come. You live in the land 216, the winters be harsh here. So you just investing into yourself, to the car, to be able to make it through the winter. You know what I mean? Just, little simple stuff. It's just the small things. Small things like that is simply investing into yourself. That's all I gotta say about that.
And I can't tell you how many times I've seen people say, "Oh, that outfit is nice. I'm not gonna get it," or "Oh, this is nice," and you don't get it for yourself.
Get it for yourself.
Get it.
That's investing for yourself, kinda.
Especially if you're gonna make money off of it in the future.
Or like,
why not get it?
Some people don't even invest in themselves, or some people don't even buy them like nice clothes for themselves, or nice pair of shoes. They do it, I don't know, they spending money. Sometimes you gotta buy yourself. Some people just work for bills. Don't work for bills. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you. I get so pissed off. It's really, I don't know if it's not just the college thing, because I've seen it outside of college too. You say you want something, and you don't save to get it, but somehow, somewhere you partying and buying alcohol every other weekend. You don't want what you said you wanted that bad, because all the money that you done spent on bottles, on gas, on all that other stuff, on partying in general, you could have put that up to invest in yourself.
I remember a true story. I remember one time I was working at Cedar Point, and I didn't feel like some Jordans was coming out, the retro 12s, I believe. It was the blue suede or something like that. It was something like that. It was blue suede retro 12s. And I'm like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I was spending money so much at Cedar Point somehow, some way. I just always had a lot of change on me, like pennies, dimes, nickels, quarters. Just so much. I'm like, bro, I'm always coming with some change. Like every day, I'm just picking out pockets of change, put it on the table. I said, give me a month. I'm gonna save all this change up, just keep on stacking up, and I'm pretty sure I could buy these Jordans. And yes, them boys was like $200, and yes, I saved up change somehow, some way. Out of change, cashed it in, the Coinstar thing, and went to go get my Jordans. Investing.
True story.
True story.
Next up, I will say it's okay. Go ahead. and change those generational curses. I feel like our generation is the generation to do it because we different, okay? We're different. But change generational curses, you know, if you see a trend in your family and this just keep happening, and you didn't like it when it happened when you were growing up, why would you still do it? One thing that just bugs the heck out of me is when a child starts talking. It's like, you need to stay in the child's place. You're talking back. You're being disrespectful. So the child isn't allowed to voice their opinions. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying just let your child say whatever they want and be, you know, all in conversations that's not meant for children. I understand that. But if a child is trying to voice their opinion and express themselves,
you should let them practice it.
Allow them to. Then y'all be wondering, why my child at school getting bullied? They can't talk at home. How you expect them to talk outside? They can't speak up for themselves.
Facts.
Or when they turn into the bully, because you won't let them express themselves at home. So they say, well, I'm going to get it how I get it. I'm going to get it out the mud at school or outside or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, all that, shorty. Yeah, all that.
All that, shawty, all that.
Alright, so this one's kind of redundant, but I'm going to go back kind of to it. We're going to do it.
Really?
And stop. That was nice. That was good. I like that. You know, we're going to be on that. Anyway, so don't be afraid to be yourself. I know she said that, but what I mean by this, I mean, like, what I really mean, don't be afraid to be yourself. Really do, if you want to do something and everybody's not doing it, it doesn't matter. If you, like, got a different type of vision or you, like, got a different type of art or craft, it's like, for me, I always was a different kind of person in school. I stayed to myself. I really didn't talk to nobody. I knew I liked music, so I just focused on music, you know what I mean? I knew I didn't have the best things in life, but I knew if I just focus and just focus on something that I like, that's going to keep me positive and happy in the world, that's all right, because nothing else matters. And at the end of the day, it worked out pretty good for me. I'm not even going to catch. I knew some people in this world that was growing up who tried to be somebody who they not, and they got shot up. And some of them not even living. Females I know who just basically just wasted their lives for real. I'm not even saying no names. It's just my experience. You know what I mean? Because they try to be something that they're not. Just always be true to yourself, no matter what.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I went to a PWI.
I was scared. I was like, what is she about to say? I was like, what is she about to say, though? I was like, oh, man.
And, you know, I heard the term HBCU. I learned about it, you know. The PWI was offering more money. And I had a lot of reasons in going to my
Get the
school.
bag.
And shut up. I love my school. I really do. No regrets. I wouldn't change it. But I will say, really do your research. Because, you know, I didn't have a lot of people that I knew that went to college that I could talk to about it. And I was in a mentoring program. And she told me, you know, she went to a HBCU. She had the Pride, the Aggie Pride. She's in D9. I'm also a part of D9, but that's the fact that you'll learn about in later podcasts. All that, shawty, all that. But, you know, she black. She just, the whole black college experience, black culture and all of that. My advice would definitely be, even though I went to a PWI and I don't regret it, do your research, and if you can, try to go to HBCU. And the HBCU is not for everybody. So I'm not saying go to an HBCU. I'm not a hypocrite, you know. I would just say my tip would be to do your research. I would like to see more money being invested into HBCUs. I'm not done with school. Okay? Don't think I'm only going to have a degree from a PWI. I did my time, and I plan on doing some more time in the future.
It sounds like she's in jail. I did my time, and I'm gonna ride it out. Probably do some more time in the future.
But
Thug life.
I'm just saying, just do your research, really, really look into it, and see if you like it's so many HBCUs out there. Just my advice would be to do your research and see if an HBCU would be better for you than a PWI. Oh, for those of y'all who don't know, I'm just shooting acronyms out there. PWI stands for predominantly white institution. So it's a school
that has a lot of white people in it.
And that doesn't mean there's not a lot of black people there.
There's black people there.
Yeah, but it's
a lot of white people.
It's a white institution. And predominantly. At HBCU is a historically black college or, university, and I just feel like they're more seasoned.
You should just go where you've been raised, but if you feel like you tired of living the way you was raised, you should step out your boundary. Like we said, you should, number one, adapt more. You know what I mean? You gotta adapt more. Sometimes you gotta leave. You might learn some good trades in a different spot. Like one time, like when I was doing my show in Atlanta, I'm from Cleveland, and I did a show in Atlanta, and I met DJ Incognito at my show in Atlanta. And I've been trying to get in contact with him type stuff, in Cleveland, but I had to leave to go. Am I preaching?
Preach.
I had to leave. I had to step out my boundaries for a minute.
Amen.
To get the clock. Okay, I quit. No, for real. You just gotta adapt. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm dead serious. Do your research, all right? College not for everybody. I'm talking about PWIs, HBCUs. You might not even want to go to college, but just keep that in mind. And support your kids, okay? Okay.
Facts.
I know we did our five little tips a piece, but I'm gonna say, maybe you went to a HBCU and you just like, oh yeah, my kid going there. They might not want to go there. They might have done their research and said, I'm not gonna go there.
And they might got a boyfriend that's somewhere else and they plotting and going over there without you knowing.
And not only that, maybe
I'm just saying.
Listen, you gonna get me in a whole rant, cause we're gonna reel it back in. Do the dance again. And that's all that I have right now, because I will go on a rant, okay?
Yeah, we gotta save all that
for
the next episode. But I got one more.
Okay. I have a question, so you go ahead.
Well,
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
You gonna be able to hold that question?
I got it.
All right. We have to stop killing each other. Every cause don't always have to affect with death. Like, we gotta learn how to argue and walk away, argue and depart and never talk to each other again.
Maybe not even argue at all.
That's gonna be hard though, because So I'm saying argue. We're gonna take baby steps, because but maybe not even. We should be able to have discussions. Heated discussions or debates, heated convos. I just got it through with a heated convo. Black people don't know how to talk like that. But I don't like. I just cussed this man. I just burned. I'm sorry. That's why, hey, it is what it is. But still, y'all know what I'm saying.
I held my breath for a little bit.
Hey.
Because I heard I was like, ain't going,
Hey, but look, for real though. Jesus.
He did it again.
No, I'm just like, that's embarrassing. I'm just getting myself together.
But that's alright. Be yourself.
He did it again.
Be yourself. We all burp. We humans. He gonna get attitude if I say this, but I'm just gonna say, gas ain't nothing new over this way. Okay?
Wow, you ain't gotta let him know none of that. Hey, she's shut down. She's. We gotta stop killing each other. We can't do that no more. Why? Just honestly. Just why? That's all I have to say. I'm done on my side. Are you ready? No more sauce. No more.
Ooh, y'all know I talk a lot, so that was hard for me. What was that? A whole minute of no talking. No, I quit. Alright. Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween. That's all the time we're gonna take up with y'all today. Don't forget, we post every single Saturday.
Every single Saturday.
6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
Also, one more thing. We saw this movie on Netflix called
Nobody Sleeps in the Woods.
Tonight or something like that. Nobody Sleep in the Woods or Nobody Sleep in the Woods Tonight. Put that together, you will find that movie on Netflix. You'll see a big bubbly man. It's kind of funny. It's sexual.
Not for kids.
It's not for kids. It's showing boobies, getting on, alcohol, drugs, killing, gorsome.
Rated R. Rated R.
Slicing, dicing. But you know, that's right on my alley. So you know, I had to click right on that. But
So go check it out.
Kids still gonna watch it.
Back to my question, because I didn't forget.
I forgot about the damn.
It's alright. I guess you can't let us know if the comments on or not, but it was some discrepancies and whatnot about the comments not being turned on. I'm learning. We're learning together.
We're learning.
We are learning together.
Okay.
So hopefully the comments is turned on.